Alright, so let's do this video now. So general points about psychology is that psychology, what he mentioned is that psychology is huge, diverse, and it's difficult to capture. But nevertheless, we can capture it in the way that I defined it earlier. But let's just go with the book, and let's mention a couple of indication about chaotic complexity that we can capture. All right, so let's just go with it depends first. So there are statements. So statements really captures a couple of implications, divergent implications that don't need to behave like in the same way as logic that we invented here behaves. It behaves in a vibrational logic. I'll explain that later in my mathematics videos. But yeah, so one statement that we'll make is that it depends. So a lot of aspects behave. A lot of aspect of human behavior varies from genetics, health, past experience, and a lot of the thing, culture, what you see per day, your family, your friends, all of these things can be captured. And then also there is an element that they didn't really account for, which is quantum psychology, and I will write that in a research paper soon. But anyways, so certain behaviors are different between males and females, and this is also dependent on the culture, but also there is a evolutionary aspect of it, of generalized aspect that differentiate male and female behavior. But sometimes the norm, there's things outside of the norm, and those things can be characterized deterministically. All right. Yeah, so it's interesting. So when you say it depends as a general truth of psychology, I don't like that whatsoever. But it gives indication of a couple of things that might arise in the mind. So what do I mean by it depends? So it depends is that is to know what factors we have to depend on, right? Okay, so that's I'll use that. So questions such as that triggers chaotic implications, or it's not really chaotic, vibrational implications. Okay, it's vibrational implications, right? So then what you have is that here. So it depends. There is a lot of things that characterize things in psychology, and that is a yeah. So a lot of yeah. It depends. Yeah, influence is one of them. Influence on the brain by many things. And for instance, he makes the argument that the instructor put an instruction on bright red letters, and those bright red letters puts your focus on reading things, and makes you focus on actually capturing that, on reading those by pure focus without getting distracted in other things, right? Which is why we use also red for giving marks as well. Also focus and also give not a negative reinforcement, but like as an indication in your memory to not do mistakes like that again. Okay, but some people might think is that the red is due to like blood, but no, the red is a bright color. And any bright color would work, by the way. It's not only just red, all right? Okay. So I'll end it here, and yeah, it's like an interesting fact, by the way. Interesting fact. In the next video, I will talk about. So there is there is another interesting debate, which free will versus determinism, and you can have really free will with determinism, by the way. So I'll mention that, and we'll delve into that topic later. Determinism versus free will. All right, and I'll mention that topic later. Is that you can really have? I'll mention that you can really have determinism and also free will. So that's interesting. Yeah, I'll end it here, right?